Okay, I think I completely misread that. Broad legislation. I looked at the definition of delegated authority in broad legislation, and I think it literally basically means what it says. Like broad laws, like they're like, oh, you can't walk in this sensor, but they don't tell you specifically where you can walk in this sensor. Oh, you can only eat this type of cereal, or you can only eat from this specific section of the grocery store, but they don't tell you what specific items. So basically, broad laws are, yeah, exactly, like broad rules, unclear rules, or rules that aren't specific. All right. The passage of broad legislation that leaves the making of specific rules to the executive branch is an example of. All right. Hold up, real quick. The passage of broad legislation. So basically, this just means the executive branch, when broad law is passing, they can like make specific rules so it's not so broad, and people won't be like, okay, but you weren't like really specific, and I have no idea what you're talking about. So, executive branch can get real specific on laws. Executive branch can get real specific on laws. Executive branch can get real specific on laws. As an example of B, delegated authority. And delegated authority is literally, alright, delegated authority is an authority obtained from another that has authority since the authority does not naturally exist. Pause real quick. Alright, typically this is used in a government context when an organization that is created by a legitimate government such as a board, city, town, or other public corporations that allow them to legally function in the name of the constitutional government. So basically this will be like the government pulling somebody out of nowhere, like Bob Wilkinson from McDonald's, and they decide the laws on who gets to walk down the street. I mean, the laws on where the stop signs are. Normally you'd have to be a mayor to decide that, but when you delegated authority, some person could come out of nowhere and have government-like authority, or they can have lawyer, law type authority and all that. Just somebody out of nowhere being granted authority. Okay? And the redrawing of congressional districts, remember we just read about districts, in such a way as to give special advantage to one political party is referred to as, was it gerrymandering? 26B. Alright, gerrymandering. Manipulate the boundaries of the electoral constituency so as to favor one party or class. Let me think. So yeah, redistricting, literally. So this is basically the negative of the Barr versus Carr with the redistricting and all that. This is the negative consequence of it. So basically, gerrymandering is like, they be like, alright, we want our representative or state to have more power than the other person, so we're going to manipulate the people in the courts. Well, we're going to manipulating the boundaries. We're going to have more land for us, so we have more power than other people. We're going to have more land for us, so we have more power than other people. We're going to have more land for us, so we have more power than other people. Alright, so let me just read it real quick. Gerrymandering, oh, what the hell? Pause. I'm going to just read the definition real quick. Gerrymandering is a practice intended to establish an unfair political advantage for a particular party or group by manipulating district boundaries, which is most commonly used in first past the post-electoral systems. Two principal tactics are used in gerrymandering: cracking and packing. Hold up. So yeah, we want more power, so we're going to have more people for us, so we have more power than other districts, courts, or places. Not courts. We're going to have more power than this other county. Bam. Our district's going to have more power than this area. Our area, more power than this area. Our area, more power than this area. That's it.